Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson. This is the sixth video I've done today, banging them all out, and you'll slowly see them uploaded. This is for another fight. I did the Mike Jones and Jesus Soto Karass fight for the undercard for the Pacquiao Margarito. I did the Pacquiao Margarito video, and now this is another undercard fight, which I think that they did a solid job with the undercard. Two intriguing fights. The one I mentioned is the intriguing fight. This is another one. Ricardo, Cordoba. Ricardo Cordoba, who is a tall, long, lanky 122-pounder. I mean, this guy is tall. And he's got some skill, man. Sometimes he sits right in front of his guy, but, you know, he can jab. He's a fun fighter to watch. And then it's Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know, I've heard people say that last name, Rigondeaux, whatever it is, Guillermo Rigondeaux. The Cuban elite amateur fighter, that is for sure. He's a short guy at his weight class, but it's not like, you know, they're really tall at 122 anyway. He's got 6 fights, I believe. This is a big step-up fight for him. They said they wanted to move him along, and they're not telling a lie because they are stepping him up very nicely. Cordoba, like I said, has been in there with a lot of good fighters, a lot of solid fighters. Now, he's gotten knocked out. He's done some damage to other fighters. You know, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I think this will be a very, very stern test for him. I don't know if it's 10 or 12 rounds. My guess is 10. I could be wrong on that. Could be 8, I guess. Yeah, it could be an 8-rounder, too, because he's only had 6 fights. So I believe it's either an 8 or 10-rounder. I believe he'll get exactly what he needs to do as far as, well, first of all, to fight someone a little taller than you, because if he plans on winning these divisions, but then at some point going to 126, just a weight class up, he's got some tall guys, Lopez, Celestino Caballero. I mean, he's got some guys to deal with up top there. So, a weight class above, I should say. So, we'll see how Guillermo, you know, handles that. But I think this is a good step-up fight for him. I think it'll give him rounds. I think that he's going to outbox this guy, no doubt about it. He's got blazing speed, great combos. He seems to have that niche to counter-punch. You know, he's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. I'm not going to say young, but for professional, he's a young fighter still, that's for sure. So I think this one will go the distance, or I think he'll just wear him down and catch him with some speed shots that he didn't see coming. I know Dunne, him and Bernard Dunne had a great fight last year. Back and forth battle, both of them on the mat. So the guy can take a punch and come up and keep going. But, you know, he's gotten knocked down plenty of times and knocked out type thing. So, geez, the cat's going crazy. So I think this is a perfect step-up opponent for him for height and veteran fighting. A guy that's been in there with a lot of talent at these weight classes. It's going to be an interesting fight. I really want to see how he performs at this level because it's definitely a big step-up. Very good step-up fight. I'm very happy that they did this. They said they were going to do it. They said they were going to step them up fast, and they are doing it. But I am going to go with Guillermo Rigondeaux, however you say his last name, the great Cuban fighter, 122-pounder. I'm going to go with the decision. Like I said, I wouldn't doubt. I could see him KOing him, no doubt about it. I think it'll be more of a. I don't see that one-shot knockout thing. I think he'll hit the floor. Cordoba will hit the floor a couple times. So I think it may be like a TKO style, or just wear him down type thing with output. But I'm really excited to see this fight. And you know, before I was like, man, they better build this card because. Forget this Pacquiao Margarito fight. You know what I mean? I am against that fight to an extent anyway. Just because I don't think Margarito deserves the fight with Manny Pacquiao. And I could find 10 other people around these weight classes, 54, 47, even 40. That'd be funner to watch. But it is what it is. But I'm going with Guillermo on this one, and I'm gonna go with the decision. I think the guy will last rounds, but I wouldn't doubt if it's a TKO as well. Anyway, this has been the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson. Make sure you check out Rope-A-Dope Radio. Peace.